I'm Julia Patillo, and I'm here with Alfred Brooks. Who helped you on your climb to the top? Why were these people significant?
All the guys at Donatelli's gym, Henry and Spoon, they train and inspire me every day in and outside of the ring.
How did the loss of your parents affect you as a boxer?
Well, after I lost my parents, it gave me a better reason to keep fighting and gave me a lot of motivation just to keep going.
At what point did you realize that you wanted to pursue a career as a boxer? Why were you interested in boxing?
Well, from the start, I never actually intended to pursue a career as a boxer, but once Henry invited me, I just kept training and I really loved it.
What is the toughest part of being a boxer? Why is it so difficult?
It's not an easy sport at all, but it takes a lot of determination and grit. But the hardest part was that I didn't want to hurt any of my opponents, and I always felt so guilty, so it was hard to get past that.
What has been your greatest accomplishment in your lifetime so far? How is it special?
The greatest accomplishment was probably becoming a contender. Donatelli at the gym, he pushed me every day to be more than a champion, and all my hard work paid off.
If you had never pursued boxing, what would your life be like today? How would it be different?
If I didn't start boxing, my life would be so much different than it is now. I wouldn't have gained all that motivation and confidence that I got through boxing, and I wouldn't have known my full potential, and I'd probably still be working at Epstein's, and I wouldn't have furthered my education.
How has boxing changed you to become the person you are today? Are these negative or positive changes?
Boxing has changed me in many ways. It's given me a positive outlook on my life, and it's encouraged me to do many things like furthering my education.
How did the poverty-stricken area you grew up in affect the person you are today?
Growing up in Harlem was really tough. Money was tight, and there was a lot of pressure for drugs and alcohol and crime, and also to fit in with everyone else. But it's definitely shaped me as a person today.
Did your previous employments prepare you for the world of competitive boxing? How?
Well, after I dropped out of high school, I started to work at Epstein's grocery store, and they taught me a lot of responsibility, but it didn't fully prepare me for boxing because you also have to have strength, determination, and courage.
Why did you choose to fight once again before retiring? After the results from your final fight against Alfred, would you have rather fought the match or ended undefeated?
I chose to fight once more before I retired because I wanted closure and I wanted to finish on my own terms. And if I had the option to change it, I wouldn't have gone back even if I could have been undefeated because I just wanted to know that I was capable of more.
Why would you make a good role model for kids pursuing their dreams? What advice would you give to them?
I think I'd make a good role model for kids trying to pursue their dreams because I've been in their shoes and I know what it feels like to feel like undefeated, and I would help them struggle, and I'd advise them to put their energy into things like sports or hobbies instead of bad pressures like drugs or alcohol.
What major challenges have you faced outside of the ring? How do these issues mold you into the person you are today?
I faced many challenges outside of the ring, such as coping with the loss of my parents and adjusting to my life. And also a main one would be the pressure with drugs and alcohol and other crimes. And after the struggles, I'm more confident in the decisions that I make for myself.
How have men like Spoon and Vito Donatelli affected your life? And what about people like Major, Sonny, and Hollis?
Men like Spoon and Donatelli have affected my life positively so much. They're great role models for me, and they just encourage me so much. On the other hand, Major, Sonny, and Hollis tried to drag me down, tempting me with so many things, and they actually taught me that ending up like them isn't the right way to go. And now I learned how to avoid their peer pressure.
How do you envision yourself 5 years in the future?
In 5 years, I see myself as a teacher, a leader in our community, and as a boxing trainer. After I finish my education, I think I'll follow in Spoon's footsteps and become a teacher and help kids who are struggling. And also, I'll definitely help at Donatelli's gym training new boxers.
to you today, Alfred.
Thanks, Juliet.